kind of love. Special 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 kind of love.
Hello everyone and welcome to SPSJ Kids. I want to show you something amazing. This is my invisibility cloak. Look at this. Not absolutely perfectly invisible, but it makes you mostly invisible. Look at that. It's a bit like sometimes when we do loving things, they're invisible, but they're not invisible to God. So look at this, I can go invisible. Isn't that amazing? I feel like I'm in Harry Potter. Expecto Patronum! This week, we're continuing our series on love. We're thinking about love as it is in a part of the Bible called 1 Corinthians 13. This week, we're thinking about verse 7, which is love always perseveres. That means love always keeps going and doesn't give up, even when times are hard, even when maybe our friend upsets us. It doesn't mean we stop loving them, because love always perseveres. We and all of you might have been persevering a lot as you've been making those amazing rainbow cakes that have been so joyful and so full of hope. Thank you for everyone who sent one in, and this week we're going to display them all with numbers on so that you can vote for your favourite. So we're going to have those now, each with a number on, and remember the number of your favourite. Aren't they amazing? We loved seeing all of those in that incredible creativity. So if you'd like to choose the number of those that is your favourite, we're going to display them again at the end. And then get your parent or carer to email us or message our Facebook page with your favourite number so that we can next week, so don't miss out on next week, we can next week announce who the winner is in the adult and the child category. And they're all amazing, so we'd like them all to be winners. But we're going to vote and see which one is the favourite of everyone watching. So watch out for that next week. We've also had a wonderful picture of the growing rainbows sent in from last week, and I just want to display that. That is absolutely wonderful. And if you'd like to look at what it means to grow a rainbow, just watch last week's episode. We've also had these 2 wonderful rainbow pictures sent in. They're great. Thank you so much for sending them. So we now have a real treat for you, which is this video that's just come out, children filming at home, coming together to film a song of blessing, a prayer of blessing over the country. They all filmed it from their homes because we couldn't come out and meet each other, but it's children all over the country making this amazing song. So let's listen to that now. Wow, what an amazing song that is. I thought that was so hopeful. All those children coming together to sing such a positive song of hope in God and the idea of persevering, even when times are hard. And we're now also delighted to have our story, which is presented to us by Mr. Caldecott and the children of St. James School that have been going in this time. It looks amazing, so I was so happy to have this. So really enjoy the story told by the children of St. James School.
Down through the roof. Anna stuck a finger through the hole in her skirt. How did that get there, she wondered. She would have run to her mother to have it mended, but her mother was on the other side of the house, and the house was full. Packed full, jammed full, chock-a-block full. Why? Because Jesus was visiting. The old man and woman standing in front of Anna shifted, and she squeezed into the hole between them. She could see better now. Jesus was a lot like her father. They both taught people about God. They both prayed beautiful prayers. But Jesus could do something else. Something her father had never done. Jesus could make sick people well. No wonder the whole town had crowded into her house. Suddenly, something dropped onto Anna's head. Anna looked up, and there was another hole, a hole in the roof. Anna stepped back, and the hole got bigger. The crowd stepped back, and the hole got bigger still. "What's going on up there?" shouted Anna's father. And instead of an answer, a man dropped through the hole. A man lying on the mat with a rope at each corner. A poor, sick man who could not even move. His friends lowered him carefully onto the floor, and Jesus gently laid his hand on his head. "My friend," Jesus said, the wrong things you have done are now forgiven." "Wait a minute," growled Anna's father. "Wait just 1 minute. Only God can take away someone's sins. Who do you think you are?" Oh dear, thought Anna. Her father often got angry when he talked with people about God. But Jesus wasn't angry at all. "Which is easier," he said calmly, "to forgive a lame man's sins or to make him walk?" It was all Anna could do not to giggle. What a silly question, she thought. One is just as hard as the other. "Well," Jesus continued, "to show that God has given me the power to fix what is wrong in this man's heart, I shall fix what is wrong with his legs." "Stand up," Jesus ordered the man. "You can do it." And the man did.
"I can walk, I can't believe it."
What is more, he rolled up his mat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked through the front door. His friends climbed down from the roof to join him. The crowd followed behind, cheering. But all Anna could do was stare up through the hole and smile.
Now, what a wonderful story that is. And the idea of it is that the friends of the man who is lying down and who can't walk, they have so much love that they persevere. They even break through a roof because they love him so much. They keep persevering until he is helped, until he is brought to Jesus. That's because real love always perseveres, even if there are challenges. It keeps going and keeps going. So we're now going to have our craft together, which is a way of helping us pray with prayer chatterboxes. Prayer is a bit like chatting to God, and so we're going to make prayer chatterboxes to help us in our prayers. Now, to make your prayer chatterboxes, all you need is a sheet of paper, some scissors and some colouring pencils or pens. So this is quite simple actually to make it. I actually hadn't made it before today. But what you need to do is take this corner, fold it to this end, because we're trying to make a square here. Put it flat across this edge, and then fold across diagonal. This makes a square when you fold it out. So now we just need to cut off the edge here. This is actually the only bit of cutting you need to do. Cut off the edge here in order to make it a square of paper. There we go. No more cutting needed. Now just fold it along the other way. Like that. Now once you've done this, turn it over so the folds are facing outwards like that. And then fold in again, a bit like we did the first time. We're going to make it a bit like an envelope shape. Folding in. Now closing the envelope, which is here. That's the first stage. Then the next stage, very similar on the backs. Turn it over and then fold the edges in again. Into the centre, into the centre, into the centre, and the final one in there. And there we go. Now you just need to fold it out right and we'll be able to open up the chat box. So this next bit needs a bit of opening up. So turn it over so it's the side that looks like this. Open up one of the corners and push it out so it becomes like 3D, like that. And do that for all of the corners. Open this one up. This bit's a bit tricky sometimes. Then fold it in half like that, make sure it works. Fold it in half that way, make sure that works. And then get two fingers in here, push together and turn over, and then you have the chatterbox. Here you go. It takes a bit of getting used to. So what you do with this, we had these when we were at school, is you hold them two fingers on each side like that, and you open it up that way and then that way, so it looks a bit like a bird or something. Ta ta! So the way that we can connect this with prayer is if you fold it back down flat, the idea is you write different things on different parts of it. So what we can do is if we want to write prayers we want to pray for people, we can write positive words that we want to pray for them on the outside like this. So let's write hope, peace, love, joy. You can think of your own words, or you can write a picture. Then on the other side, you can write down different other positive words that you'd like to pray for people. So let's think of, you have to think of lots of words here. So kindness, maybe patience, happiness, new hope, comfort, goodness, positivity, grace. But you can think of your own words there. And then finally, we want some people to be able to pray these things for. So you can fit 4 people or you can fit 8 people on here. It's completely up to you. So on the inside, you'll notice that there are 2 like crossover bits here. And so there are 4 categories you can write people's names in. Or if you'd like, you can write them in 8 categories, depending on how many people you want to put in there. I'm going to put 4 in. So I'm just going to put Paul, Will, Ellie, and Sophie. But I could have thought of lots of different names there. So now what this works as, fold this back up again, throw those bits back in, fold it in like that, and then put your fingers in the sides. Remember, 2 there, and 2 there. Takes a bit of getting used to, I'm still getting used to it myself. You'll probably can become really good at this. So look, here we do it. We have different things on the outside and the inside. So the way we can do a prayer is, what you do is, select one of the quadrants, say, I want to pray for peace, then do this a number of times. You can think of a song if you want, like, I want to know what to pray for. You can think of a better song than that. So when you've done that, then choose one of the inside bits. So we want to pray for peace and grace, and then do it a few more times. And then leave it on here. So I'm going to open it up on this bit here for Sophie. So what I prayed there is I want to pray for peace and grace for Sophie. So you can think of all sorts of combinations here, and this is a really good way of praying simple prayers for people. So thanks for joining us for that, and we'd love to see the pictures of yours, so please send them in. And now that leads us nicely on to our last song, which is my prayer tonight, all about praying to God and talking to him about all the things we're worried about and all our hopes and dreams.
We keep trying to close our eyes to the world we all live in, and we are failing to realize what it is we are missing. We need to wipe away the tears, share the hope, and lose the fears. We have to find a way to live, caring for each other. And this will be my prayer tonight. The day's nearly over. May God be your light, your guide in the darkness, your peace in the night. The stars up above you look down from the sky. May God hear me saying my prayer tonight. We keep breaking this world apart. Do we know what it feels like? And where we come from and who we are doesn't mean that it's alright. We need to wipe away the tears, share the hope, and lose the fears. We have to find a way to live, caring for each other. And this will be my prayer tonight.
So thank you so much for joining us for SPSJ Kids today. We've loved having you with us, and remember to send in your favourite cake number, ready for next week when we're going to put together all the votes and we're going to see who wins. So don't miss out on next week, same time next Saturday. So thank you so much for joining us, and have a wonderful week, and remember that you shine bright and you bring hope into the world.